Welcome to Torrential Riff, episode 62. Today's band focus is Circle of Dust. I figured this would be a nice segue in the video from yesterday from Scott Albert's first band, Immortal. This was his first full release by himself. So this one is the reissue. You can tell because it has the name here on the left. The original was here, this one, 1992. I figured I'd start off with Senseless Abandon. This is with all the industrial parts in it. Since that was actually on the demo of Immortal, I figured I'd start this video off with that song. So again, came out on Rex Music in 1992. I remember seeing the ad in Heaven's Metal. I'm like, whoa, what is that? And as soon as it came out, I bought it. And then once I read the liner notes, I saw that it was the artist from Immortal, Scott Albert, who, again, we'll call him Klayton from this point forward. So we have the two issues here. And some people may not even know about the 92 original reissue. So let's take a look and we'll break these down. We can just play some different tracks here. Love this debut CD. It's so good. The insides. Let's take a look. Never really had a picture of him. This is the closest picture you get right here. Almost looks like it's 3D jumping out of a picture or something like that. I love the special decoding font letters. You had to kind of figure out what the song titles were, which you kind of knew because it was on the back. So I mean, he gave you a well, even the numbers too. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And this is how you could know how long the tracks were. I thought that was really cool. Great instrumental here. So I remember getting this release in 92, so I graduated in 92, so it was, yeah, right when I graduated. I can't remember if it was before I graduated or after. I think it was afterwards. But this was just so mind-blowing. I'm going to throw on here, let's see. There we go. Produced by Dougman, Peter Morkel. Dougman, it's recorded at Sonic Temple, which I think that's Caesar Kalinowski. Do I see him anywhere here? I don't see him anywhere in here. Interesting. So this was the original 92 release. Again, the covers were any changes? They were exact. To the reissue. So let's take a look at the back of the reissue. And we see something a little different here. He did away with the cool cipher code here and just put numbers, but they didn't put the time, which they did over here. So this one definitely is better for the back, for sure. Also, 2 tracks were omitted and 2 tracks were added to the new 95. This came out in 95? Yeah, 95 reissue. So the song that you're listening to now, this instrumental Explorer, is not on this one. And also Technological Disguise is not on the new one, the new reissue. And up to this point, and this is January of 2020, He has never released these. No, he did release this one. He had never released this song and Senseless Abandon. I'm sorry, that this song's not in here either. Sorry. So these two songs he has not reissued on CD. I think he did a short reissue digitally, but nothing on disc, as far as I know. I remember the song. So the first time listening to this, and you're waiting to hear what his voice is going to be like, because obviously the first song is an instrumental. So you're building up on this song here. This is Dissolved. So this is what the first thing that you hear. I'm like, is this how the whole CD is going to be with this voice? And then you hear this, and you're like, is this going to be the voice? You could put this out today, and it would still be way ahead of its time. So yeah, some really great stuff. And if you follow Klayton at all, he did a documentary on the making of Circle of Dust, and he was pretty much this in his basement, programmed everything by hand. It's amazing how he did this. See, the guy's a genius. All right, so let's take a look at the inside. So again, this one has Circle of Dust on the spine, where this is just the traditional old style black. Take a look at the inside. So this is the CD. Very cool looking. I love the Circle of Dust logo here. And obviously you got the circle, the songs, Circle of Dust. You get the theme there. At the back, you got it underneath. So let's take a look at the jacket, see if they changed anything in this. So this has been changed. You have the picture here. You got all the specs here. Merchandise order form. Advertisement for the label. Nothing on there. So what's missing? No lyrics. So that's a big negative in my book. So let's take a look at the specs here. Recorded Circle Studios. Engineered by Vince Cyrek. All songs written and performed by Scott Albert. Based on Rationalize and Dissolve by Chris Donahue. Additional vocals. Cover design, 95 layout. Circle of Dust Live is Scott, Jason Tilton, and Darren Clank DeLosa. So I'm friends with Clank on Facebook, and I asked him if he ever played any guitars on any of the Circle of Dust records, and he said no. He was just played live with Klayton. This is what Clay had to say back then. 7 songs of this album originally appeared in different forms on the first Circle of Dust released in 1992. Due to more factors than I care to name, I wasn't satisfied with that first release. Some 2 years plus later, I was given the opportunity to rework and re-record the songs I thought were still relevant. These, along with a few new songs, comprise what I consider to be my first record. Confused? So am I. So this got he remixed. Actually, let's pull this out and you can take a look at the discs. Compare the discs here. So he remixed and added he added Parasite. Here's the disc here. So that was simple but good. I mean, kind of bland. Again, all black. This one they went a little with a logo on there, his insignia logo. So let's throw this guy in here. Let's speed this up a little bit here. So he definitely, I don't know if he re-recorded the guitars, but he definitely thickened them up. I don't know if he put another layer of guitars in. So it definitely has a little more beef to it. Great song. Production-wise, it's weird. I remember, really breaking these down with headphones years ago. The original is definitely less compressed than the new one. The new one has, again, the thicker sound, thicker guitars. In some ways, I like the original mix, and in some ways, I like the new one. So it just depends what kind of mood I'm in, depending on which version I listen to. And I like to hear the slight differences with the original mix, because you kind of forget it. If you haven't listened to it in years, and you're so used to this one, you put in this, and you're like, it's just a slight different tone to the mix. All right, we're gonna put the original away. So now we're gonna look at the new 2016 reissue, remaster, bonus tracks, double disc. This was released by Klayton himself. He finally got the rights to his music and remastered everything and added extra tracks, demos, which was great. So if you haven't gotten this, and you're a Circle of Dust fan, you need to have this. Really nicely done here. I mean, Klayton usually does excellent quality of packaging and artwork. Cool picture of him here. It is a digipack, and you know how I feel about these guys. But I kind of have to give it a pass on this because it is Circle of Dust with Klayton doing it. So I had to give it a pass. It is a foldable one. Again, there's like no jacket, which is kind of sad, but other than that, everything else is top notch. Let's take a look here. Produced by Klayton, 1988, 1995. Everything there. So you can always, his record label is Fixed, and you can always check that out online. A lot of times he'll have sales. You can get these at a little bit cheaper price. Yeah, the remasters sound great. So definitely seek this one out. Love this. Looks, even on my camera here, it looks like this is like 3D coming out at you. Pretty cool. What else you get on this? So you get Nothing Sacred, Blue Stali remix. You get One Enemy. This right here I did have, and it's an acoustic version of One Enemy. It sounds. If you've never heard this, you know what? I'm gonna put that in right now so you guys can hear that. At least get a listen to it. If you've never heard that, it just sounds amazing. I guess it was only released very limited by Klayton, so it wasn't an official release. So let's take this out of here. Get this in here. Oh wait, it's on disc 2. Wait, it's on disc 2. Sorry about that. It's this one. Let's load in here. Here it is here. Sounds beautiful. Alright guys, that gives you a little taste of that acoustic track. That's going to be it for this episode. Like, subscribe, and share. Rock on. See you on the next one. Later.